Victory Bible Church has the opportunity to partner with local ministries and missionaries here in Kaufman and also internationally, Brazil, Russia, Africa. But we also do some really neat short-term mission trips as well. We wanted to give you a look at that this morning. First, let's check out what CBC has the chance to do in Honduras.
We've gone in groups. We go to different places that have been set up for us to minister, building things, helping put floors into homes. I paint on playgrounds or whatever, Sunday school rooms for the churches that we serve there. We also go out into neighborhoods inviting people to the church services and share Jesus with them.
In my mind, you think of going on mission trips and doing something big and important, and you're going to go bring millions to Christ for this huge thing you did. But I ended up doing things that I enjoy and I do here on a normal basis. I painted a room, I sang songs at Bible school with the kids and acted silly and did motions, and I braided some little girl's hair. And little did I know that God could use those simple little acts that seemed so like nothing to me. But when I stepped back later to look at it, it really was what God had me there for. And He can use all of our gifts and talents in different ways that we could never even imagine.
Christy, when we got down there, I had brought some daily breads in Spanish, and we went into a restaurant, and after the lunch we got to go up to the lady and hand her the daily bread, and Christy was able to speak to her in Spanish, and it was just the neatest thing to see them really excited about getting this book that was in their own language, and that was really special.
You know, their prayers are so much different than ours, from just the standpoint of provision and how they're what tomorrow's going to look like, and they have so little, and being able to go and see that, and then being able to just really be grateful and thankful to the Lord for how He blesses each one of us and provides for us here in the States.
You're missing out on something, a real blessing, if you don't go.
It just gives you a whole new perspective.
It's truly a wonderful experience.
What a great partnership in the gospel that CBC has with the people of Honduras. Something else you may not know about CBC short-term ministry is that our very own youth group, Kaleo, takes a summer trip each year, ministering in different contexts all over the United States. This past summer, we had the chance to go to Denver, Colorado, to hang out with Open Door Ministries and minister to the poor and homeless community in Denver.
We went to Denver to see about the lives of homeless people, and we got new experiences and we met awesome people, and I think it was just to give us a new perspective on what other people live like that weren't as privileged as we were.
We actually went to an Anglican church and we helped out with their homeless kitchen. So we fed the homeless and we talked to them. And I remember we went down to this little basement part of the church or whatever. So it was and then that's where the line was for the homeless people to get their food or whatever. So it was and we were given the task to go and sit down and talk to them. So it was I really had to depend a lot on God to just go straight into that and talk to some random stranger who, didn't look like he would like anybody.
The scavenger hunt we did was mainly about to find out how a homeless person lived, where they went to go get food, shelter, who helped them pay their bills, and it was a great experience just to realize how much they don't have.
I think just getting to actually talk to some of the homeless people. We did a scavenger hunt where we had to go and ask homeless people questions, like what would we do to find medical treatment and stuff, and it was amazing to talk to them and hear some life experiences and just to really get a feel for what their life is like.
The most memorable thing was definitely the scavenger hunt. We had to go around downtown Denver and collect all these different things, and we pretty much lived the lives of a homeless person that day, and we met people along the way and we talked to them, and it was just really eye-opening and just life-changing.
We had spotted a homeless man sitting there on the side of the road, and he had his headphones on and he was singing some song or whatever, but we just walked by, not even really paying attention that much, but after we got through with Starbucks, he was still sitting there, so we decided to go up to him, and we found out his name was Lester, and he was in Denver looking for his 2 kids. And we quickly found out he was actually a believer, but he had left his home behind because his wife died, and he was looking for his 2 kids because they just lost contact with him. It was really eye-opening to see that there's actually people like that in America that really have nowhere to go or anything to do because, you know, they've given it all up and just lost it. So.
When we were in a group, there were some people I wasn't like necessarily friends with. They were just associated with me, and I really got to grow relationships with those people through working with the homeless people. It was a great experience for all of us, and I think we all grew closer because of it.
I mean, I have a bed at home, and some people in Denver don't have beds, but they worship God just so strongly, and it makes you be grateful for what you have.
God has given us so many opportunities to minister around the world through our short-term mission trips at Country Bible Church. How will you be involved with missions at CBC this year? Praying, giving, and going. Your faith challenge commitment matters. Next week is Mission Sunday. Join us as we celebrate what God has done through CBC and Faith Challenge.
These people are living in conditions that, you know, none of us have ever seen. You know, none of us have, you know, gone out to the woods and just got, you know, some bananas or something to feed our entire This is, dang it. Dang it. Some bananas, you know. You just had to ruin it.
No, it was so good. The two said that bananas.